Let's take a look at some of the other kinds of records you can create in collective access. We'll start with entities. Entities are families, individuals, or organizations associated with objects in your collection. They can be related to objects as authors, catalogers, collectors, conservators, original owners, or many more. Entities can be added by going up in the global navigation bar to New, Entity, and then selecting Family, Individual, or Organization. You can also add entities by typing in a name into a field on the Relationships tab of a record and using the Quick Add screen. Entities can later be accessed by clicking their hyperlinks or selecting an option under Find, Entity. When adding new entities, do not enter multiple names. So for example, you wouldn't add Mr. and Mrs. Jones on the same record. Each individual should have their own record, and then the records can be linked using the Relationships tab. Let's just take a look at this new entity record that I've created here. This is for an individual. The screens on entity records are all going to be the same. You'll have basic info, alternate names, contact info, relationships, links, summary, and then once that I've saved this new record, I'll also have the log screen. Filling out an entity record is very easy. For an individual, you'll have slightly different fields than for an organization. For example, here I'll have the sex and nationality of an individual, whereas if I go over to an organization, I'll have brand names as well as the dates that the organization was founded, incorporated, and liquidated. You're going to fill these out to the best of your abilities. For example, you might not know the exact dates of an individual's lifetime, but you can input information such as after 1960. Once you're done filling out these fields, you'll click Save, and then you can fill in the other screens. For example, I might want to click Save and then add an alternate name if I want to include the maiden name of an individual. For more information on how to fill out these fields and these screens, visit the Collective Access Manual linked below. Now let's take a look at collection records. There are two types of collection records available, archival and administrative. These records can be created to group together objects that arrived at the museum as a collection, for example, archival collections. Or they can be grouped for a museum administrative purpose, for example, a working or teaching collection. Collections can be added by selecting New, Collection under the global navigation bar, or by typing into the Related Collections field on the Relationships tab of a record and using the Quick Add screen. Select either Administrative Collection or Archival Collection. A blank collection record will open. Right now we're looking at a new administrative collection. The screens on both types of collections will remain the same. You'll have basic info, alternate names, and relationships. For comparison, here is an archival collection, and here is an administrative collection. Another type of record you may encounter is a historic event record. There is only one type of historic event record. To create a new historic event, go to New Historic Event, and that will open a new historic event record. The screens will remain the same: basic info, alternate names, relationships, keywords, links, summary, and then once that you've saved this historic event record, you'll have a log screen. To fill out the basic info screen, you'll start with title, and this is where you'll assign a title to the event. For example, you might want to create a historic event record for the Halifax explosion, so you type in Halifax explosion here. Under identifier, you'll assign a unique identifier that is an alphanumeric code. Then for the description, you're going to provide a brief description of the event. Status, you'll select the completion status of the record from the drop-down menu. So for example, I can select completed, editing complete, editing in progress, new, or review in progress. And then finally, I'll select the access from the drop-down menu. So I'm going to select accessible to public. Once that I'm done with this record, I'll click Save to save the new record.